We had an incredible time during our 3 months living in Marbella, Spain, with its beautiful beaches, its picturesque old town, and its delicious Spanish cuisine. There are a lot of things to love about Marbella.
Hey, it's Tom and Mike from Take Time to Travel. Today we'll show you the top attractions, take you off the beaten path, and visit some of the best restaurants to give you some great ideas on what to do and where to eat during your trip to the gem of the Costa del Sol.
We'll start in the charming Old Town, where the quaint streets lined with attractive architecture will lead you to inviting narrow alleyways, photogenic squares, historic sites, and of course, lots of independent shops, boutiques, cafes, and restaurants.
Some of the must-see attractions in Marbella's Old Town include Plaza de los Naranjos, or Orange Square, which dates all the way back to 1485. As the name implies, the square is filled with orange trees, gardens, and many different eateries with patios spreading out into the middle of the plaza.
Just a couple of steps east of Orange Square is Calle Carmen, with its whitewashed walls and iconic hanging blue flower pots. It makes for a great spot for some Instagram photos, and continuing along the street, you'll see the ancient structure of Marbella's historic fortress, the Muralla Urbana de Marbella. These ancient walls date all the way back to the 10th century, and if you look closely, you can even see some repurposed capitals of even older Roman columns inside the fortification.
Just across from the walls is the Iglesia de Nuestra, Señora de la Encarnación, the largest and most important church in Marbella. In the Old Town, you'll also want to visit the photogenic Plaza Altamirano, which looks absolutely incredible both during the day and at night. Calle Peral is also a nice spot to sit on one of the many patios and people watch.
Calle Ancha, just around the corner, is also a must-visit, with its lovely Spanish-style buildings covered in vibrant flowers and vines, especially when the lights start to come on in the evening. There are so many wonderful little streets here in Marbella's Old Town. So just wander around, get lost, and enjoy the atmosphere. Also right across the street from the Old Town is Parque de la Alameda, with its lush tropical tree-lined pathways and a couple of different charming water fountains.
Now if you make your way towards the sounds of the beach, you'll see the Avenida Puerta Del Mar, with its unique sculptures and sometimes even local artists selling their artwork. At the far end of the avenue is Marbella's picturesque beachfront promenade. This stunning palm tree-lined walkway is filled with many inviting restaurants, patios, shops, and stores, overlooking the waters of the Mediterranean Sea and its delightful golden sand beaches.
Playa de Venus is probably the most busy beach here, with many sun loungers and umbrellas available for rent set up along the shoreline. There are many other smaller and less busy beaches along Marbella's promenade that are also worth visiting as well.
If you're into adventure sports, the Marina, called the Puerto Deportivo de Marbella, has lots of options for you too, where you can rent a boat or kayak, or even go for an exhilarating ride on a jet ski, and have amazing views of the iconic La Concha mountain peak. Here you can also find lots of other exciting activities like parasailing, which gives you an even better bird's eye view of the shoreline and the surrounding Sierra Blanca mountain range.
Next, we'll head back to Marbella's beachfront promenade and take you on a scenic stroll to the west, passing by numerous enticing restaurants and terraces, and over to Marbella's famous Golden Mile. This approximately 5-kilometer stretch of beachfront promenade is also a fantastic place to take a long walk, enjoy the beautiful scenery, people watch, check out some of the many exclusive beach clubs and pool bars, and soak up the Spanish sunshine. You'll also find some of the most expensive real estate in the city, hidden behind impressive walls and hedges.
Now, for our next must-visit destination in Marbella, you can either stroll or bike along this gorgeous Golden Mile all the way to the end, which would take about 1.5 hours to walk the 6.5 kilometers if you started from the main beach near the Old Town called Playa de Venus, or you could hop on one of these fly blue catamarans and take a relaxing 30-minute boat ride where you can grab a nice cold beverage at the bar on board the boat, enjoy the spectacular perspective, and get some wonderful pictures for your socials, especially once you arrive in the exclusive Puerto Banús Marina, where you'll be greeted by multi-million-dollar yachts, tons of supercars like Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Bentleys, and some more exotic vehicles like the Koenigsegg 11.
In Puerto Banús, the luxury capital of Spain's Costa del Sol, there's also lots of high-end shopping at designer shops and boutiques, upscale restaurants with patios right beside the marina, and even rooftop bars with some absolutely phenomenal vantage points. You can also find more alluring sandy beaches like Playa Puerto Banús and premium beach clubs. Puerto Banús is definitely worth checking out, although prices here are inflated compared to Marbella's Old Town.
If you're looking for a place to get some good deals, then head over to the Marbella Flea Market, which is only open on Monday mornings. Here you'll find everything from cheap new clothes and bedding to previously loved apparel, knickknacks, bags and assorted jewelry, and reasonably priced fruits and vegetables.
There's also the Mercado Municipal de Marbella, which is more of a fresh seafood market, but there's other vendors selling meats, cheeses, assorted produce, as well as some must-try restaurants like Fiesta El Bar del Mercado, which serves tasty and budget-friendly Spanish food.
Some other great eateries around the city that we'd recommend are La Cune Bar, where the servers come around to each table with different platters of delectable pinchos and tapas. And for a more upscale experience, we'd highly recommend Ere and Rechu, a delicious steakhouse with a Michelin recommendation. It was one of our most memorable meals in Spain.
As for our favorite beach club, it was Chambao Marbella, with its tropical finishes and dining right next to the pool, overlooking the sea. It was a super enjoyable experience for us. Plus, the food was very fresh and scrumptious too. For more dining recommendations in Marbella, check out this video here.
While you're visiting Marbella, we'd recommend taking a day trip over to the city of Malaga. It's only a 45-minute bus ride to the main station. And once you arrive, make sure to check out La Malagueta Beach, the 11th century Moorish Alcazaba fortress, and you can't forget to explore the incredibly picturesque Old Town. Its narrow winding cobblestone streets are lined with lovely historic architecture, lots of interesting shops and stores, and of course tons of great tabernas and eateries serving mouth-watering cuisine.
From Malaga, you can take some extraordinary tours to some of Spain's must-visit destinations, like Ronda with its iconic bridge called the Puente Nuevo, or the New Bridge, as well as to Setenía de las Bodegas, a fairy tale-like village built underneath the overhanging cliff face, and the Caminito del Rey, where you can hike on a suspended pathway perched along the side of a cliff. Make sure to check out our in-depth content on everything we talked about in this video, and you can find the links to these incredible tours and excursions in the description section down below. Please like and subscribe, and remember, take time to travel. Catch you on the next one.